What up, everybody? It's Coach. I'm bringing you another print and paint hobby video. In this beautiful episode, what I'm going to do is show you how to print up these rocks from Corvus Games Terrain, how to paint them, get them on the table. So, beginning of the year, actually over the Christmas break, I bought the Sci-Fi Cubes Digital STL 3D printable rocks from Corvus Games Terrain. Now, what's great about these is they are basically three cubes compatible with Dead Zone. So this was part of his Magna Fortuna Kickstarter, but I guess he didn't make the stretch goal, so he put them up here. Now, full disclosure, I did buy these. I did not get them for free, although I've gotten stuff from him for our channel. I actually bought these, so just wanted to let you know. So when you look at these, there's 12 3D printable 28 to 40 millimeter square rock cube formations. So you can see here there's a bunch of them. There's 5 large cube pieces and 4 smaller rock sections. So if you look here, we see these two huge guys right here, doubles and whatnot. So let's go through them. All right, here's another angle of them. All right, some big guys there. I like those. All right. And here they are painted up by, I guess, by Steve at Corvus Games Terrain. So what I did was I did a little comparison, because if you use a lot of filament, or you use the cubics, it's a lot of filament, and there's a way around that. So I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so here's the cube. If you notice, I'm using the extra fast setting. I got that from Chep online. If you want to know that, I'll put a link in the description. But I'm using the infill density 25 and cubic. All right, so now basically if you look here, you'll see that it's completely filled. All right, look at, you got the cubes here. All right, so that'll take about 6 hours and 5 minutes, and this is one of the small cubes. Now if you look at the second one, this is the same settings and everything's the same, but what I did was I used the lightning infill pattern, and what that does is gives you a nice, it gives you a weird pattern like this. So it's not particularly as strong as, say, the Cubit, but it still holds up pretty good, and I'll show you that in a second. So, but what the main thing, if you look, is the difference is for the Cubit, having it fully filled with this stuff. So it's really like a solid thing. It'll take you 6 hours and 55 minutes, almost 7 hours. All right, but if you do it the other way, using the lightning, which is not bad, it's half the time. All right, 3 hours and 55 minutes. So it's 4 hours, so it's 3 hours faster, which, as we know, faster is better, same quality and whatnot. Okay, all right, so here's the big guy. All right, you got like a double tower here, and then the singles around, and then a half a cube here. All right, so this big guy right here. So using the cubic, it'll take 1 day, 3 hours and 46 minutes. Now I printed it up, and it took a day. All right, now as anybody who prints knows that when you're printing, you have 1 day, 3 hours and 46 minutes. You start to get nervous. You're gonna run out of filament, you're gonna have a fail, you come down and it's got the phantom thing where it's not printing anymore, or you get all that pubic hair all over the place. You know what I'm talking about. And then you're like, oh my god, what happened? And usually you go to bed and you come up the next day, you wake up the next day, come downstairs, and it looks like this. So this is the cubic, and it is chock full, man. This thing is heavy, and I'm going to show you that in the next time. But now let's see what happens when I use the lightning setting. So here we are, same thing here, lightning setting, but it's 13 hours instead of a day and 3 hours. So instead of 27 hours, we're at 13. We're basically more than halfway quicker. And if we check this out, you'll see it's the lightning pattern, but it's not bad. It really isn't. A lot less filament. All right, so now I'm sure I'm hearing that you guys got 2 questions out there. Coach, how does it hold the minis? Is it strong enough with the lightning to hold the minis? That's a good question. And the second question is, Coach, how durable is it? If I drop it, whatnot? All right, good question. Third question is that, well, how much filament is actually you're saving, because you're saving time, but how much actual filament are you going to be saving? Well, that's a really good question, and I'm going to answer in the next one. And before we go, I was printing these on my CR10, my Ender CR10, so I still have that machine. It's nice and big. It runs good. I know it's slower. He's got these ultra newfangled machines, but I got it. I updated it, and it's really running good. I can't complain. So I'm gonna use my printer, that and my Ender 3. I'm gonna use them until like the doors fall off, like at the end of the Blues Brothers movie. If you ever seen that, go check it out at the end of the movie. But without further ado, let's go on to our next part of this experiment. All right, so here are the two single cube bricks, all right? They look identical, correct? But this one here is the lightning, so it's a lot lighter, if you could see that. And then this is the solid, the single 002 cube. So this is 001, 002. They're basically the same size, okay, and whatever. But as you know, as you saw just previously, this one takes a lot longer to print. So I have to be honest with you though, it's fine. It really is fine. And if you want, I'll do a quick experiment here. This is the solid one. I'm going to put two of the dead zone bursters on this, if you can see. And it seems to support the weight great because it is solid, of course. But then here, you take, and the reason I picked these are like metal, the heaviest models going. And if we move this out of the way, put this here, and oh my God, look, it supports the weight. So you don't have to worry about that. So I think by using the lightning and getting these, it'll really cut down the time. It'll cut down the amount of filament. So now let's see the difference in how much filament we used. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in my old trusty, I got a scale here. Now, I don't know where my father-in-law got this, but we use it. So we're gonna use it for both. It's, I don't know if it's accurate or not, but we're gonna try. So we're gonna use the first one, the lightning one, we're gonna see. And it's saying we're about 2 ounces. All right, so about, let's see, it's giving me prices and stuff here. This goes up to 5 pounds, so this is like 0.002 of a pound, so I guess 2 ounces. And then we come here with this one, and let's see, we go down to 7. So it's almost, it's triple the amount of plastic in it, and that's why the time is here. So now, here's what you're faced with. Do you want to do like this, which is fine, I don't have a problem with that, or like this? I'll be honest with you, I'm going to print a bunch of this, so I'm probably going to go more with the lightning. But as you saw before, the time is a lot quicker, and you get it done that way. So, yeah, that's it. So let me show you the big stuff. All right, so here are the big guys. So now this is the 001 lightning, all right? This is the 0001 lightning. I like to put the names on the bottom here, and I use a silver pen to do it, because the simple fact is I can remember it. So if I like, oh, I want to make another one of these, oh, it's the 0001, that's the name of the file, so I print it. And here's the big chunky boy. Oof. Here we go. This is the triple split A solid. So solid, and you know, can't tell the difference. So let's do we're going to do the test here. Oh, look at that. And on the solid piece, and let's go on the lightning piece, which is, we'll call it the hollow for now. And there you go, holds it good right there. Bring in the scale here, old reliable here. We're going to go with solid first. Actually, let's go with this one first. All right, so we're at 7 right there, which ironically, we're at 7 there, which ironically is the same number as the solid single cube. Now, I'm saying that's 7. I guess this will be, let's go 21 maybe? Let's see. All right, so we're about 1 pound and almost 1.25 pounds of filament. All right, and 1.25 pounds of filament as opposed to 7 ounces of filament. So, you know, that's just what you want to do. To me, honestly, what I want to do is I think I'm going to go with this more, to print more, just to get it out and stuff. It's nice and light, but it's not so light where it's you're not going to be able to use it. And it's about regular Dead Zone terrain style. But I'm, specifically probably going to use this for Dead Zone, but for other games also. So let me show you what else I got. All right, so here are some doubles. These are 002s. I got to write this one here. With the lightning, so it's the hollow, and they both passed the burster test right there. So liking these, yeah, little bips and bobs here, right, little guys here. We went small with these. I went with the lightning quick. These I actually filled up because I figured they're light, but they took almost nothing to print. And what I did was, there are also, these are the bridges. Now with the bridges, I did full solid. I did the cubic, right? Because I wanted to have these have a little weight to them so they don't move around. So when we go here, so with the single one, I'm not sure, where to put it. I'd have to be really close. But this might be good for another game, not Dead Zone, because we need that 3 foot in the middle there, 3 inch in the middle there, which would be covered by this bridge. So, but you could take these, maybe in Cura, make a T or something like that, and like what I basically do is when I do this, I would put them together in Cura, and then it would print that way, so it looks good. But I got to tell you, I'm very happy with these. So what I want to do is I want to get some paint on these guys, because it's actually nice weather outside today, and it's going to snow tonight, so I want to get some paint on there. So let me get outside, let me do that, and then I'll get back to you. All right, so here's the brick, and what I did was I sprayed it with 2 colors, some espresso and some, I think it's mocha or something, Rust-Oleum. I'll pop those 2 on the screen right now. But what I did was I just wanted to have a little bit. I still wanted it to be dark, but I wanted to have most of it, so you can see the difference in color, because I sprayed it from the top down. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to do a little bit of this desert sand. I got to tell you, these used to be $1. They went up, man. Thanks, inflation. So basically over here, I have my old glass build plate from my 3D printer, from my Ender 3, and now it's become my dry brush. So what I'm going to do is just get to town. Let's get some dry brushing in and see how it looks. All right, so here's basically everything I printed and painted. Quick dry brush in here. We decided not to put on any shrubbery, but I could always do that in another set of rocks to print up. It really gives a nice aesthetic to it. This could be used on a regular field or whatever. I'm specifically just showing you off Dead Zone here. So if you look, you can pile them up, right? These little bobs and things there. Here, you got the different little things here and there. I mean, this could be a really good Dead Zone board. Big piece here, big piece here, and then you can just go to town any way you want. You want to take the bridges off and make something with some firing or whatnot. It looks good. I like the way it kind of melts together. Like this looks like a solid piece until you move it off. But this is a really nice set. It's really printed up pretty quick. I'm still using my Ender 3 and CR10, which are not the fastest printers, but that's what I got. I'm going to keep using them. So as you can see, I'm like ecstatic with these Corvus rocks here. The 3x3 really helps because, you know, we play a lot of dead zone. But also, like I said, you could throw them all over the table. Maybe throw some plants or walls or even structures in there. It could really fill out a table pretty good. I could fill out a 6x4 table with about 2 or 3 days worth of printing. I think it's great. So I have a link to Corvus Games Terrain in the description. And if you go there, check out his STLs. He's got a bunch of different things. If you go and when you check out, use the code FOGPodcast15, you'll get an extra 15% off any of the files on that site. Definitely worth it. I love this. I think it's great. You know, I like 3D printing and whatnot. Got a lot more stuff to do, but on the screen now, there's a bunch of different videos. Why don't you click one of them, check out other stuff we're doing on the channel. Click that link for Corvus, get that 15% off. Check out our link tree, get all our socials on there. Check out what we've been doing on the channel and also on our podcast. I will see you in the next video.